Okay, can you hear me? Let's see here. Christy, allow to talk.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, now camera.
Here, I'm just allowing it to record. Let's see if it's popping up as live yet.
Yes, we are live.
All right, good deal. All right, so let me pull up where I can see you again because now it disappeared. Go figure. So I know we're live, but I just can't see you yet. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. All righty, am I seeing it? You're seeing it for sure, right?
Yes, I see
Okay.
it.
Thank you for bearing with me. All right, everybody. Hi, my name is Erin McIntyre. I'm a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus. I've been with this company for, gosh, I think a year and 8 months here. And I am interviewing my beautiful, beautiful friend, Christy Miron. She's been with Plexus since January of 2019, so she's just about 8 months on her journey here now. She and I actually met pretty much through Facebook. I added her as a friend because our mutual friend is my beautiful mama. Christy's a principal at Sacred Heart School where my nephew goes, and I thought she looked like a wonderful human that I'd love to get to know. And lo and behold, she saw some posts of mine about Plexus and she reached out to me and she wanted to get started. So what I love about my friend Christy is that she always surprises me. She's got like this quiet dignity about her. But she's also this social butterfly. She can talk to anybody. She can jump out of an airplane. Her and I went to the Plexus convention together in Vegas, and we had so much fun just dancing and just learning and growing. She's done so much personal growth, and I love her so much. And she has had just incredible changes with Plexus, weight loss, reduction of allergies, insomnia, and so much more. I don't want to steal her thunder. So without further ado, I would love for you guys to meet my friend Christy and for her to tell her story.
Okay, well, hi everybody, and thanks Erin for that awesome introduction. I have been with Plexus since January. As Erin mentioned, I am a Super Silver Ambassador, and I think that my story is pretty typical. I've struggled with my weight my whole life. I was a chubby kid, I was a chubby teenager, and I have been and still am a chubby adult, but I'm moving in the right direction. So it's not something, I mean, I can say that and I'm fine with it. Over the course of my life, I've lost and I've gained and I've lost and I've gained. You name the commercial diet program that's out there and I have tried it. And I've had varying amounts of success, but it's always been this roller coaster. And I think a big part of the challenge that I was facing is that after my son was born 21 years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. So I have hypothyroidism. And I was actually kind of relieved to get that diagnosis because I thought, oh my gosh, okay, this explains it. This explains why I have trouble losing weight, why I'm cold all the time, why my hair is falling out. But the big one for me has always been my weight. And so I thought, okay, they're going to put me on some medication and my thyroid's going to get regulated and I'm going to lose weight and life will be great. And that's not what happened. As those of you who struggle with autoimmune disorders know, there's no easy answer for it. So that's been a big part of the roller coaster that I've been on. And so I reached out. I had been watching Erin's posts after we connected on Facebook, and I was a little skeptical, but I was very interested. And so I kind of watched her for a while, and I did a little bit of research. And finally, in January, I reached out to her and I said, "Okay, tell me about this Plexus stuff. What's the deal?" And so she did a great job of explaining things to me. Sent me some videos. We had a great conversation, and she said at the end of it, "So what do you think? Do you want to get started?" And I said, "Yes, sign me up. I'm ready to try anything," because like I said, I've tried everything. This was something I hadn't tried. So she was really clear to me that this is a process, that that this is healing that takes place in your body, and it's not a quick fix, and you need to give it time and you need to be consistent. And so I went into it really just looking forward to embracing the whole process. I did not expect it to be a quick fix, and I followed all of the instructions that she sent me, and I started drinking all of the water. And taking the products exactly the way that was recommended. And I noticed almost right away, I noticed that my insomnia was gone. And that was huge. That was so huge, because I would wake night after night, and my husband then would wake up and say, what are you doing? I'd say, well, I'm not sleeping, and this was just constant. And I was on the supplements like maybe a week, and I went, oh my gosh, I'm sleeping through the night. This is so amazing. So I knew something was going on, even though that was the only change I saw right away. But then it wasn't a real long period of time, and I noticed that my carb and sugar cravings were changing. And that was huge for me, because one of the things that I had really struggled with was a serious diet Dr. Pepper addiction. I mean, at my worst, I was drinking 6 cans a day. And I knew how bad that was. I knew putting those chemicals in my body was not the thing to do. But I would find myself craving something sweet, and I would say, well, at least if I have a Diet Dr. Pepper, it's sweet, but there's no calories in it. And it was just this vicious cycle. So I noticed my tastes were changing, and I was not craving the sweet things. I was looking forward to protein and to vegetables. And so that was really big too. I noticed as I started going along, then, oh, look, I've lost a little bit of weight. And it's been slow. It's been a slow process. I have been, this is September now, so 8 months, but I've lost 25 pounds. And that is the most amount of weight that I've lost and kept off in a really, really long time. It continues. I'm continuing in the right direction. So that's really exciting. I have noticed, the change in my face, my inflammation is so much less. And I had commented to Erin one day, I said, I have eyes in my pictures now. When I look at myself, it used to be my face was so puffy that, my eyes were kind of lost. And I look at pictures of myself from before Plexus, and I'm amazed at the difference. I actually had, and I hesitated if I should bring this up or not, but I'm going to bring it up. I had 2 different people in the last week tell me that I look 10 years younger. And I'm like, yes. Aging backwards, I am all about it. So I don't know, maybe they were being very kind when they said 10 years younger, but I do think that I look younger now than I did in those pre-Plexus photos.
I really think so too.
So when I smile, I still have a little bit of chipmunk cheeks, but I'm still a work in progress.
I love your gorgeous cheeks, woman.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. And I think, it's funny because I'm laughing, but that was the next thing I was going to say is my mood is so much better. And we've dealt with some kind of difficult things this summer in our family. I lost my dad last December. So, I mean, it's kind of been a hard year, but I'm not weighed down by it, and I've done so much reading on that connection between our mood and our gut health. And I know that it works because I'm seeing it in myself. I have so much more energy than I did before. I've been walking 3 to 5 miles pretty much 6 days a week, 3 to 5 miles a day, 6 days a week. It's a little more of a struggle to get it in now because it's not bright and sunshiny at 6 o'clock in the morning anymore. I think my treadmill and I are going to get reacquainted very soon here because I've been walking outside. I've been walking on the track up at the school, and it's very calming and it's really peaceful, but I have the energy to do it. And I know you saw it, Erin. I put up a little video a couple weeks ago on a Saturday morning, and it was keeping it real, no makeup, and I was up at the track. But I said, before Plexus, that would not have been me. I would have thought of every excuse not to go, even though I know I should go and I need to exercise. I would have thought of every excuse not to go. And now I look forward to it. I get up and put my shoes on and out the door, and it's awesome. I just love it. And I think the other thing that was kind of a big aha moment this summer is I used to have just tons of back pain. And so sleeping on any bed other than my own bed was problematic. And we were traveling. We went to the convention. As Erin said, we went to the convention in Las Vegas. And then we went from there to another meeting we were going to. So we were in hotel beds for a week. And then again, in May, we were in hotel beds for a week. And then again, in June, we were in hotel beds for a week. And it occurred to me after that, I went, I never needed ibuprofen. I had no back pain. And typically sleeping in a flat bed is very problematic. So I don't have that joint pain. I don't have the back pain that I had before. I don't have allergy problems anymore. And that's a big deal too. So I can't say enough.
Yeah,
I
so
got my
now your
husband.
insomnia too. No more
Yes,
insomnia, right?
no more insomnia.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
amazing. That was
Yeah.
amazing. And so my husband, and I didn't tell him right away because I thought, he's watched me do this. He's watched me try all the diets and not be successful. And so I didn't say anything to him at first. And then I started feeling so good. I said, you know what? You need to do this with me. You need to be on these supplements with me. And God bless him. He was open to it. And so he started. And he started feeling different right away. And so I've never had to kind of nag at him, like, did you take your supplements? When we went to convention, we both had our separate supplement things all packed up.
That's
It's kind of
awesome.
funny. A little bit of overkill there. But he recently had some lab work done, and his doctor said to him afterwards, he said, well, whatever you're doing, keep it up. He said, because I've never seen your labs look so good. And he's lost weight, and he's noticing a change in his cravings. So it's really been beneficial for both of us. And we're both really faithful with our products.
Yeah, and I think he's not even drinking coffee anymore, right?
Very little. He's cut way
Yeah.
back on coffee. He's
Yeah.
drinking a lot less beer. He said, like, beer
Mhm.
doesn't taste the same to him anymore. Like, he
Right.
likes to have one, but then it's fine. It's no big
Right.
deal.
That's
So yeah,
amazing. Oh
it
my
really is.
goodness. Yes, and then you've just shared this with some friends and you've been able to help some other people. So I've just seen so many amazing things from you, and you're changing so many other people's lives, and it's just something to truly be admired. So you're amazing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Erin. I am just so grateful. I'm so grateful that you shared, and the other friends that I've made through Plexus, and the posts that I've seen them put up, and the people that they're helping. And that's been a big deal for me. I have, my one sister has been on Plexus almost as long as I have. And it was funny because then I reached out to her right in the beginning and I said, I don't even know what to tell you about this stuff because I just started it myself, but there are all these people who are not having migraine symptoms anymore. And she's suffered with migraines her whole life. And so she's been on now, I think 7 months, and she's gone from 3 to 4 headaches a week, migraine headaches a week, down to 1 to 2 a month. And I told her recently, I said, you're still healing. I said, I am confident you're going to get to the point where you don't get them anymore.
Mhm.
So just to know that I was part of that for her, that I was able to help her, has been really, it's just been really gratifying.
That's so empowering. I have a friend too who she's had them since she was 12 years old, and she has tried everything under the sun to get rid of
Yeah,
them, and this is what got rid of them for her. So,
it's so amazing. It's so amazing. And I have to give a shout out to my mom because I know she's watching. She started a few months ago too, and she's noticed a lot of the same things that I have in terms of sugar cravings and carb cravings and things that, that were lifelong struggles for her that aren't. And she's lost a significant amount of weight as well. So I'm glad my mom joined me on this journey too.
I am so glad too, and you've made such an impact, and I just want to thank you so much for sharing your story with us, because this is just changing so many lives already, and it's such a blessing, and you are such a blessing. And for those that don't know, it's crazy, like Christy and I are just such kindred spirits, and I love her so much, and I just love the community that this has created for me too, because I mean, I would call you probably at midnight or 2 a.m. or, I just feel so close to you. You're one of my dearest friends. And if it wasn't for this opportunity, we might not even know each other, and we certainly wouldn't be this close. We'd just be people saying hi to each other on the street. And now here we are doing these amazing things together and changing lives together. And I've seen so much healing in you, and it's just truly inspirational. So.
Well, and I feel exactly the same. I'm so grateful that we've come together through this. And yeah, you can call me at midnight anytime.
I hope I don't have to, but all right, guys, we hope you enjoyed our call. I hope you enjoyed this very special lady who I admire and adore and love so much. I'm going to end the recording.